Hey guys, Dieter Melhorn here. Hey, I got a hook that I stumbled across when I was up on the Chesapeake Bay striper fishing earlier this year, and I was looking across the rack of hooks there, and I saw my old Gamakatsu hooks that I really like. If you have not used Gamakatsu circle hooks, it's what I started out using. The thing I like about the Gamakatsu hooks is, I'll show you real quickly, is the gap between the point and the shank of the hook. I like how wide that gap is on these hooks, and they're built well. They're a very heavy wire build to them. But this one I got, it's a 12-aught hook. This thing is huge. It is designed for pulling some big baits for some big fish, but there's a twist to this hook that makes it a little different than all the other circle hooks out there. With this circle hook, this is the traditional Gamakatsu hook. You'll notice that the barb is on the inside of the hook, which is the way it is on every hook you'll find out there. It's on the inside near the shank of the hook. But this new one that I found, I was looking across the rack and I was like, man, that's a big hook, a 12-aught hook. And then I noticed the barb is on the outside of the hook. It's on the outside instead of being on the inside. At first, I thought it was a manufacturing defect, but apparently these hooks, this is something new they're doing. They claim they retain the fish better. Now, you'll notice this is a big circle hook from Gamakatsu. I think it's the biggest circle hook that they make, to my knowledge. This is a 12-aught hook. That is a huge, huge, huge hook compared to this one that fits inside of it, which is an 8-aught hook. So that shows you just how much bigger these hooks are. This is an offset point, which if you look straight at it, you'll see that it is, the tip is not in line with the shank. This will help with hookups on fish. The downside is it can also lead to a little bit more of a throat hook situation. Now this one, by contrast, is the 8-aught that I just showed you, a different hook, but that is an inline circle hook. If you'll look at that, the tip is in line with the shank of the hook. These are IGFA legal for some of the tournament fishing, where if you look at this one, it's got an offset kind of twist to it. Hopefully you can see that there. I know that can be difficult to see, but depending on what you're fishing for, especially if you're catch and release oriented and you're trying to release the fish unharmed, the inline circle hook is a better way to go. If you want to have the effects of a circle hook, but make sure that you get hooked up more, the offset tip is probably a better way to go. And like I said, these will sometimes bite further down into the mouth and the throat of a fish. So just keep that in mind when you're picking them. But if you've used any of these with the barb on the outside of the shank, let me know. I'd love to get your feedback on how these things have performed and how they work, and if that barb on the outside makes a difference in retaining fish. It's pretty interesting. But like I said, these are Gamakatsu hooks. It's a big one. If you're looking for a big circle hook with a heavy wire, this is a pretty good one to go with. And check them out. I'll put you a link down in the description where you can find them.